not be sugarcoating anything in this video. If you want to know how I've been able to play since the game released for 2 years now, pretty consistently with little to no burnout, then keep on watching. Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sword, otherwise known as Katana Crossing, and today I'm just going to be talking about how I have been able to avoid burnout for the most part on Animal Crossing. So if you are interested in hearing my tips, then keep on watching. This will probably be a shorter video just because I'm gonna get straight to the point. So before I talk about these tips, I do also want to state that this is what's worked for me. Some people might not agree with all of these, and that's okay. It doesn't work for everyone, obviously, but these are kind of things that I really stand by and I'm gonna be super transparent about. So let's just get into it. So my number one thing is restart. Just restart your island. Just restart it. I know there's so many people who have never restarted, not restarted since the day the game came out, and that's like amazing. That's so significant. I get that. And a big part of Animal Crossing, at least New Horizons for a lot of people, is building your island, like making it what it is today. Even if it's not just about like decorating, even if it's about collecting all the fossils, collecting all the bugs, collecting items, DIYs, eventually you're going to have everything. Eventually. My favorite types of games are games that never end. And I specifically say do not flatten, just restart, because I feel like when we flatten, at least for me, when I've flattened, I lose even more motivation to play, because literally all we're doing is just monotonously tearing down cliffs and just like removing items. It takes so long, and you don't really ever get a fresh slate because you don't get to change the name of your island, you don't get to change your native fruit, you don't get to change anything. And I feel like when you restart, you get to rename your island, you get to start with a fresh slate, and that's the point of restarting, is like you start off with a fresh slate, you know, brand new island, brand new theme, brand new name, like everything. Just everything is so new and fresh. And I think that is the appeal of restarting. So if you have been afraid of restarting for so long, then this might be your sign to just go for it. Are you gonna lose all your progress? Yes, but it's so worth it if you want to keep playing the game. That's my opinion on it. Some people will invest in another Switch, others will save a dream address so that they have their island saved. So that's another tip. If you're like afraid that you're never gonna see your island again, you have nostalgia with the island, I would just save a dream address so you can always come visit it, take pictures, have those memories in pictures. The way I used to try to flatten and it never worked out, and I would feel burnout from it. Like if anything, in my opinion, flattening gives you burnout. It's kind of like with anything else creative, like with painting, you want to buy a new canvas. You don't want to like scrape off the paint and paint over leftover paint. Okay, that might be a bad example, but like you want like a fresh slate, and I feel like that's what restarting gives you. And I feel like it's something that flattening could never even come close to. And if you've been playing this whole time on the same island with no burnout, that's amazing, that's incredible, but not everyone can do that. My second tip is build your island in sections. So a lot of times people will get super overwhelmed. They're doing a new theme, they like have all these crazy ideas, and my best tip is to build in sections. Choose one thing that you're gonna build that, and then take a break, because just little by little progress is the best way to go. So essentially what I've learned from this one is less is more, because when you can spend more time on one build, one area, I feel like it also comes out better too. My third tip is to play the game differently every day. So what I mean by this is, let's say that one day you get on and you build something on your island. So then the next day don't build. go villager hunting. Go like empty a plot and go villager hunting. And I don't mean like do things in the game that you don't enjoy doing. There's so many different things you can do in Animal Crossing. So if you don't enjoy collecting bugs and fossils, don't do that on a different day. Make a list of things that you enjoy doing. So for me, like my top 3 things to do: decorating my island, villager hunting, playing the DLC. So like if you're tired of building the exterior of your island and you have the DLC, go build some other villagers' homes. Sometimes it gives you inspiration. I just feel like having variety always helps. And I think because Animal Crossing has so many different things that you can do, I think sometimes we forget how much we can actually do in Animal Crossing. We tend to stick to the same things that we always do. Maybe even try something new, try something you don't normally do. For tip number 4, I say make content out of it. And what I mean by that is make an Animal Crossing something. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be honest, this is a huge reason that I still enjoy Animal Crossing as much as I do. I love making content out of it. I love video making. I love being able to share my builds with other people. I feel like it makes me feel more connected to the community as well. So I feel like this is like the social aspect of how to avoid burnout. I'm not saying go and make an Animal Crossing YouTube channel if you hate video editing, if you don't enjoy like filming, you don't enjoy that kind of stuff. You can make an Animal Crossing Instagram, Animal Crossing Twitter. You can just like any platform where you can share your builds with people, where you can connect with other Animal Crossing players and you can add them and all those things. That is a way, I feel like, for me, I feel like this is honestly like a big reason that I've kept doing this. I think with how hard we work on our islands, we love to be able to share that with people and show that to people and, you know, like exchange tips and tricks. I mean, that's what I'm doing in this video. Who knows? Maybe it's for you. Maybe it's not for you. Honestly, you won't know until you try it. Also, while we're on this tip, I do have a Discord, so if you don't necessarily want to make a whole Animal Crossing Instagram or Twitter, feel free to join our Discord. We have trading channels, we have friend code channels, all kinds of channels where you can kind of connect with the community, and it begins to feel more like a social game if you're more into that. And then for the last tip, take a break from the game. So go play something else, get off Animal Crossing. That might not be what you want to hear, but honestly, sometimes we just need breaks. Even from things we love, even from games we love, I feel like we need breaks here and there. Here's some footage of Boomerang Fu, a game I like to play sometimes. It's super fun. Y'all should check it out. These were my tips for how I've been able to avoid burnout for so long. Does this mean that I never feel burnout? No. Everyone feels burnout. It's a normal part of the game. But if you're someone who struggles more with burnout, then I do encourage you to try a few of these tips out. Maybe step out of your comfort zone just a little bit more. You never know how it's going to affect your gameplay. Give this video a like if you did enjoy this, or if you found this helpful in some way, shape, or form. Also, do consider subscribing if you found this video helpful or enjoyable and you want to see more content from me. I also want to hear your opinions on this too, so comment down below if you have any of your own tips that you want to give to others about how you've been able to defeat burnout or avoid burnout on Animal Crossing, because I know that a lot of people play in different ways and it would be really helpful to kind of get some feedback from you guys as well. So anyways, thank you again so much for getting through this video. If you did make it to the end, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you all in my next video or stream. Bye!